I think the more accurate question to ask. Oh, are the mic not going to behave? No, the mic is not going to. Oh, nope. Looks like the mic's doing okay now. Let's make sure this is working correctly. Had to set my audio slightly different for something that was going on here. So. Wow, why am I getting two different? That's wonderful. Give me a moment here. How? Audio output capture main and desktop audio. Put desktop audio down to 0. Okay. Give me a moment here. Main output. Okay. Let's see if we have the filters going. Looks like we do. But we don't have ducking set up. There we go. All right. Give me a moment here. I'll turn the gain down on my headphones. Can you guys hear me? Music's kind of supposed to. I mean, I'm going to turn it down in a second. Wow. That's a little nutty here. Make sure this is doing what it's supposed to do. What is going on here? Wow. Okay, let's try that. Hello, everyone. This is King Mob. Sorry about the delayed start. It's been a week again. And yes, Huntress, we're going to disappoint Kim, because that's what we're here to do. The best boyfriend in the world, and all we're going to do is just constantly disappoint him. Try to get this to work here. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Okay. 17,000. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Just gonna have to. Okay. That should help. I went and set up like everything different for a tutorial I was doing, and now all my settings are all this Woo! Okay. So the moral of the story is don't change things, ever. It's a mistake. And yeah. There we go. Okay. True, true. We would still have cocaine in our sodas if nothing ever changed. Let's see if this helps. Okay. Let's see if it, yep. Okay. It should be making space for my voice in the music. Looks like it is. So that's good. I could do without the communicable diseases. I think everybody can. Hello, Aquas. Hope you've had a good week. Okay, enough messing around. Time to get to it. Whew, deep breath. Kim. 4:30. I lost a whole bunch of time reading books. Okay. All right. Nope. Nope. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to, don't want to get up there, but this is good. Kind of melty snow dripping off the roof. It's strange. Okay, that's his weird little place. Now, where's the other little apartment? It's supposed to unlock. That's Kuno's little hut. Oh, it's outside. The music cut out for a little bit here. It's unusual. There we go. Hmm. Hey, cat. We're just getting started here. There we go. That should make the music a little better. We're facing the coldest night of the year here. It's going to be around negative 15 freedom units. And that's going to be hell.
The door has braved the elements for decades. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and so is the knocker, shaped like a lion's head.
Excellent. And Vanna, it's fantastic to have you here too. Thanks for coming by. Vanna Van 2016.
Someone is moving around in the apartment. You hear the water being turned off, and the sound of dishes clinking together.
Not too bad. It's been a week, but it's okay.
The tenant must be cleaning up. That means you're too late. Nothing more to do here. Better report back to Everard.
I'm not going to report back to Never. I'm going to go in.
No answer.
I know you're in
It
there.
already defeats the point, doesn't it? Let's get out of here.
As you turn to leave, you hear footsteps on the other side. Yes, someone's definitely home.
We should leave and go talk with Everard. Tell him what happened, that we couldn't open the door. Maybe there's a workaround.
He's whispering to me, all sultry. Little scamp. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out what I need to take care of here. Not gonna drink any booze, that's for sure. Let's talk to Joyce real quick. I haven't stopped in with her in a while.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
What was I gonna ask? Where's my bag? Oh, that'd be great. We definitely need it. Do I know something about these
That's
tattoos?
the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Do you know something about the
Better
tattoos?
not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with. What would you like to know?
No.
Good.
Look at the lorryman at the
Word
runabout.
has travelled, yes, but nothing of real substance has surfaced yet, I gather. Wild Pines has eyes on the...
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout.
It appears we are being monitored every step we take, colleague. Did we have any other business here?
Well, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back and check for those traps. Wandering around with the biggest bottle opener in existence. Rest into the wood, barely visible. Remember the rest is lost eternally. Oh,
The metal
that's just I don't care about vandalism. No one cares about that. Alright. Stand on the front porch. Go to my journal. Pull open the map. Go to the church. Takes 1 minute to travel that far. I'll take that. So, I've been strapped down with projects.
An old door worn by element.
What is
It's
it?
military. The washer
It may have been used to serve.
One of the projects I finally went and finished. Strapped to my mast here. So now it doesn't sit there all flappy. Makes the mask a little hard to put on, but makes it hard to be pulled off too, which is kind of the intent. Not that I'd actually grapple with this mask on, because these ears are a little pointy and they don't flop so well. picked up. Ooh, what's this? Yeah.
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds, another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place.
Right.
The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze, weighed down by rain. They seem to be waiting for something.
Look at these graphics. This.
The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
There we go. That should help. Okay. All right. Looking good here. Let's go reach the trap.
This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
Again, I don't want to make it. I want to get absolutely clear. I don't believe that phasmas exist.
Of course. Noted.
You know, it looks at you incredulously as you place the trap back in the reeds. I mean, there's always like the discounting of the fantastic. I mean, maybe there isn't a strange cryptid, but we do live in a universe that has a 2-millimeter hole in it and strange areas where people dissolve into math. So, semi-invisible walking stick creature is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. Oh yes, and a crabman. Crabman that's working his bravery up to go stick his head in the 2-millimeter gap in the wall. How's my mic sound? Not sounding too hot? I just got a new mic cord, another project. Traps. Yep. No comment. No, my projects are much more civilized than digging small rodent holes. I picked up a guitar pedal. Oh no! Oh, can you get a metal spoon instead? Go dig it out. Yes, it absolutely isn't a thing. There's just like evidently some genes that get turned on with people, with certain guys, and they just start digging holes. Hobby tunneling. No, I look at cheap electronics and think, how can I make this better? Which is not wise. But so I got cat. I'm gonna let you just throw that past the strike zone. I'm not gonna make any comments. Not gonna touch that. How dare you? Well, yes, I bought a tape echo emulator by Roland. And as you can see, I'm a little bit of a fan of Roland. Oh, sorry, by Boss, which is Roland's guitar equipment. So it takes audio effects, takes an audio signal and echoes it, as if it had multiple tape heads, like you were recording it on the original Roland Space Echo, which was a tape loop based echo generator.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But the reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
Reach for the trap.
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
Yeah.
The lieutenant stretches his back. The reeds by the later it gets.
Okay. So this is Roland's all-electronic attempt at this echo box. And what you're supposed to do is you can make the echo sync with the beat by using a switch on it. Tap out the tempo. I'm going to drill a hole in the side of the case of it, wire up a transistor and a resistor to it, and it'll be able to sync off the sync signal being sent by synths. Which will be fantastic. I found the plans for it online. Oh, sounds like I'm cutting out a little bit. Am I cutting out early or late? Or am I coming through too hot? Okay.
Nothing has changed about this trap. You need to check the others.
Try here. Pull this up. This might be able to help. Right here. Right here. Right here. Let's keep those other 3 traps just in case. Okay, those 3 traps are by themselves. Hopefully that helped. I think my voice is quite a bit. Yeah, that's quite a bit hotter now. Sorry, signal. I can't come over here. It kind of goes off into the shade. What is this? Oh. I'll happily grab some tear. Not that I'm short on money, but... I wonder where the last trap is then. I've only wasted like about 10 minutes, so not that big of a deal. In Huntress, I'm enjoying the full motion video waterlock. Full motion video insanity. What you're playing? That Phantasmagoria 2. I got a bunch of game names in my head, so I might have mixed it up. One of the other projects I'm working on is putting together emulator boxes for my friends. You know, all the Phantasmagoria 2. Yeah. Wow. Yep, we got CDs for games and then just made the games worse and worse. Clearly a mistake. Although there was... I can think of one good full motion video game, and that was what is his name? Gabriel Knight 2. Wholeheartedly and emphatically recommend that game. This world, all I felt was regret. Regret that I spent a good chunk of my life in this ugly world. Yikes. No, thank you. I'm gonna take fast travel because I can't seem to get there from here. So we're gonna have a great time. Yeah. Like things aren't bleak enough. So yes, I'm putting together an emulator boxes for my friends. It has all the console goodness, plus C64, Atari 8-bit computer, Atari ST, Amigas, all that good stuff. DOS games, I've personally curated, and even a few I have modified. Actually, I have quite a few ROM hacks, which is another project because I have 2 ROM hacks on the go. One I had to start over, my River City Ransom one, and then another one of Ogre Battle where I went and ROM hacked and put all my friends' names in it. And then the one I published of Super C, which gives you 30 lives if you enter in the... Oh, there we go. Proper code. It's a Konami game.
It takes you a moment, but finally you spot the last of Morel's traps.
Ooh.
This one's partially obscured by the reeds. The reeds
Around.
bend forlornly toward the sand. You see slabs of concrete north. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold.
Reach for the trap.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here.
Look closer.
No locust.
No.
No phasmid either. But still.
Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there, I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
I get the feeling someone or something may have messed with the trap.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not.
Probably wasn't the Phasmid, but still, we're all needs to know.
We did sort of promise to tell them, didn't we?
He seems to regret the fact. Look around.
The reeds bend, the constant.
Leave. Hey! Yeah, let's go. Snow's coming in. Well, I look forward to seeing more of it. Yep, I think the next game I'm going to be playing after this is probably going to be Undertale. My housemate insists I play that. And it's a shorter game than this. So, gimme. I missed out on that game as not being part of the demographic. But speaking of ROM hacks, I did find the ROM hack. Oh, what's this? Imagine why. Calls become terrible. I did find the creator of Undertale's ROM hack on ROM hacking. Or I posted my ROM hack. I don't think I downloaded it. Maybe I should. Back to Martinez Waterfront. Does my mic sound better, everyone? Hope it does. There we go.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Hey.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
It was just on the way while I was working the case.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie. Meskin origin. The pin is an antique. Quite special.
She hands you a thin ribbon held together by a silver bird skull.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes. You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
Where's my new tie? Inland. Wow. Slender bolo tie held together by an ancient clasp in the shape of a bird skull. Skull features 8 cavities for eyes. Disturbing, but you can't look away. There we go. Ooh. That'll help with my dreams. Won't help with my drama. But, you know, we try. Visual calculus drama. Empathy logic. Savoir faire is everywhere. Okay. We'll talk to him.
Ha ha! Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
Gives you a gruff pat on the shoulder.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay.
And one of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Cryptozoologist's eyes grow wide.
Surprise, tempered with fear and trepidation. He doesn't know what to think yet. Maybe you're joking?
Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Of course, more clever.
Gib!
yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter this.
Of course, be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture, mine stands, okay? Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but
He says with a straight face.
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? The lieutenant looks out the window, impatiently. Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person, hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I think a hooligan named Kuno may have stolen the locusts.
A little hooligan. But what would a child want with bags?
Oh, my dear Morel, you've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
delinquents, my favorite.
It really doesn't sound like it's his favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologise, Geary. You've been more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of Sue's Reinty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
I'm gonna talk to this goof.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
Uh-huh.
I mean, officers.
Anything about...
'Tis true, sire. This man simply did not know what he was getting caught up in.
Surprise.
Means sincere in these things.
No.
They're probably...
Thank you for your cooperation. Yeah, it's kind of forced my way through that because, there's nothing really to do. All right. Well, there's another thing closed in 20 minutes. I'll take that. And a bit of money, too. I'm going to go yell at Kuno. I might go beat up his dad, though, just for the sake of beating up his dad.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno happened to know anything about missing locusts.
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
The little one seems distraught.
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
What's this about?
You know everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Lame. That rings some bells. Could this be connected to Night City? AKA the City of Rage. Yeah, that's pretty lame. Sounds like art.
Kuno, is this about Rage City?
Oh god, Kuno, no! It's gonna happen now. They're gonna make you lame.
The little one behind the fence takes her hat off.
Stop it, see. No one's gonna make anyone lame. Kuno's got this under control.
I'm sure Kuno does.
There's definitely something going on here. You should check out Kuno's shack. The one with the pig's head.
Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
I know you don't fucking care. Let's see what we can find in your little shack of weird shit. Calling us locusts in
All
here.
around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds.
Oh, we made little houses for them.
Little holes for windows, like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case.
Then it looks around, writes something in his notebook, and turns to you.
Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Yes, precisely what I was thinking.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough.
Talk to Kuno about this. Get him to stop.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Yeah. He built a little hut for his locusts. That is adorable. Let's go shake him down.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I know you took the locusts from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
Yeah, he's slowly meeting your gaze with a sullen defiance. Why steal locusts? Couldn't you find some other pets?
They're not pets. Don't you know what locusts are? When they come out of the fucking sky. Fucking descendant shit.
Stop!
She wails from behind the fence and covers her face with her hands.
You stop. It's like they're night. Locusts are like this huge shadow.
Locusts coming down like a shadow. This must be the Night City he mentioned when you asked him where he's been.
So that in there is Night City.
Yeah. Locust City. City of Rage. City of Lights.
There's a tug of war over the name, of his fantastical city is almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
City of Rage sounds like a cool place.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
An artist? Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
Voice changed. Pushes his chest out.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno Kuno.
That's great, Kuno. Cool to make art.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
Tears the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
A leaden silence fills the yard.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
Depends what choices you make, young girl.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
I have to ask, what does the city of locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
Brings his burning face up to the falling snow. Yeah, meth does that.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
You need to stop taking locusts from the traps.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
What's gonna happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Okay, well if that's settled, I better be
The
off.
fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
Isolindian phasmid.
Huh.
He mutters.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the...
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
Why does art inspire you so much?
Hey, it does, yes, but what is art?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world, I mean? No.
Have you looked in the mirror lately? To be honest, you have the exact features of the modern artist, with that wild hair and those clothes. Perhaps you should try to write poetry someday and critique architecture.
Hold on, architecture is also art?
Of course not. It's autism, box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant or whatever they use. You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture while extolling the virtues of the pure arts.
Wait, what about music? Is it art?
Only the most experimental kind.
I guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
It's like art cop, like RoboCop. Wait, I don't have to be 100% cop? Get the case finished and all that?
Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home.
I can't risk another capo diversion at this point. Go away.
Bravo. Continue, then, the mediocre and vulgar epigones of the world. So what if everything is incomprehensibly shit and you can see it? Take no responsibility. This was a good call. That guy probably thinks forensics is autism too.
I'm sorry, Equus. I'm playing how I'm feeling I should be playing. They were dissing architecture. I love architecture. I love sextants and rulers. I love autism. Come on. But
Oh, hello, sweetie. So nice to see you again.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with the kid Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So it was just a child.
He purses his lip, crestfallen.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
Ah, here it is. Problem. Yes, it's another capo type, the worst one, the most savage and brutal. The art cop. Nothing is good enough for him. Everything is shit. You have to employ an armada of adjectives to depict and demean the mediocrity of the works and visual institutions around you. Really flex that critical muscle, till the vocabulary for punishing mediocrity becomes second nature. Here we go.
Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Solution. Resolutely shit, lacking in imagination. Uninformed reimagining of, limp-wristed, premature, ill-informed attempt at. Talentless fuckfest. Recidivistic, shit peddler, pedantic, listless, savagely boring. Just one repulsive laugh after another.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe...
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
Like my favorite thought. Of course it's your favorite thought, Equus.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
I've come too far to quit. I'm going to restock the trap. Let's do this.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast.
He makes a show.
This.
He makes a show of suppressing a sigh.
Really? It's too much of...
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
He nods to her.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but,
It's fine.
Oh, hello, sweetie.
That's all for now. It only took an hour out of her day. Just chill, Kim. Everything's fine, okay? Everything's fine. Ew. What do I want to do with these points? These points, these points, these points, these points. What do I want to do with all these points? Okay. Look how it messes with me. ton of shit to do. Shuddering with rage, always and ever. You know, he's just not happy. Volumetric shit. Okay. 2.5 hours left on this one. What can I go? 20 hours for that one. 5 hours, 5 minutes. Oh. I'm gonna go spend some points. Let's go do some. Bonus from thoughts, -2. No bonus from items. Okay. What's I gonna do next? I don't know. Oh yeah, I want to go stop by the dice maker. Go put away my bag of goodies. Grab my flashlight.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Okay. We're gonna suit up for this. Okay. Full perception. Nothing that messes with my perception. That's encyclopedia. -1 perception there. Okay, +1 perception. It's 1 half light. Let's go back to my. Where's my coat? Both those pants. Oh, that's what I wanted. That's the coat. Put some pants back on. No, I don't want drug-taking pants. I'll go back to these. I don't really deal with composure anyways. There we go. Perception shoes. Okay.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. Your arms reach out
There.
and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand.
What's this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent.
Squeeze his nose.
You pick it between your fingers. The mess feels large, very porous somehow.
Crawl
Keep crawling.
up his nose.
They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in.
Touch something
You're
else.
not far. It'll come to you. Keep crawling.
Your fingers in his mouth. There we go.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop.
Play with it. Feels right.
The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, delicate to touch. From the soft meat, teeth are budding. Hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth. Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in.
Open your eyes and
A
look.
vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened. An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
It's an abrasion collar.
Abrasion collar.
Touch it with your finger, gently. The lieutenant looks in as a pen in his hand. Notebook is open, the copy page.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your finger in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
Push deeper.
Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
The cavity, cut right in between the hemispheres.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. All the muscles in your body harden. Time to enter him.
Wiggle.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Sharp, serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin.
Inspect the skull.
There's a tiny crack. A protrusion in the cranium. Right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it from the inside. The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
I feel a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
Pull it out. Easy.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
Slowly pull your fingers.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower. A blossom
Right here.
made of lead.
A bullet.
Lieutenant puts a small bag marked Evans underneath it. Drop it in.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and
So they...
says,
A non-calibre. Rifled. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Keep it, Lieutenant, as a gift.
No, you deserve it. We can log it later.
Some drops of blood in your bloody hand. It feels...
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds like heaven.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Goddamn right.
And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark. New opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
Yes, to conceal.
supposing the bullet was the real cause of death,
Uh-huh.
and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Ligament mark, the fractured hyaloid bone. It was all a treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Agreed.
I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him, I thought. There was no satisfying explanation.
Loving this.
There have been other signs too. Small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here, as we did, full-heartedly. Well, no more.
We almost fell for it, he thinks. Almost. There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
Maybe the bullet holds more answers?
We should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Who would do this?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little
But
easier.
it's in the mouth. Did it to himself, maybe? I mean, that's the obvious. But no, but it's a strange weapon. I don't know enough about the weapons in this world. They seem to be using like pepper box pistols and such. But you could put a shot into someone's mouth at very close range, say if you were like tussling on the ground or grappling. Why would anybody do this?
To hide something. The real killer? The real motivation? What really happened here?
Maybe they shot him one? No.
Get him out of his misery? It's possible, but it doesn't explain all the other dubious things here. Lack of struggle, primarily.
I agree.
may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time. And this just smacks of treatment to me.
Yeah. I think I did wash
Oh,
myself.
you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room to hide something.
Yeah.
The real killer?
I need to wash
Oh,
myself.
you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
What happens next?
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
Gone? They're doing the
Work on
meanwhile.
the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
He looks you in the eye.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Remove the bed back.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing.
Damn it. This is turning into some... Okay, so you can sneak out of your room, maybe.
Close the door. Now what? Can I go take a bath? For fuck's sake? Anyways, I gotta go upstairs and get myself, talk to the dice maker. I want to take a shower. I wanted to take a shower since I woke up. But Harrier is a freaking slob. There she is.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Ooh, my shiver sucks. I order a die from you.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
It's something to help my work.
I think I have just the right one for you.
She opens the top drawer of her work desk and takes something out. 2 polyhydrons, one red and blue, are cradled in this palm.
Police
Her
colors.
palm. Because I'm a police officer, right?
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best.
So happy.
Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Oh, for free.
Beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
Totally overthinking it.
You overthink it.
Oh!
Your hands can't agree what to do, and the 2 dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions.
No!
String. The blue disappears down the pit in the center of the room.
Ah, down the drain, like your career. I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary.
Pick up the die.
That one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay. The other one was the inverse. They were a set, you see, but now the set is broken. It's a shame. They might have brought you luck. You definitely need luck in Martinet. Now, was there anything else?
Boo! Oh well. Look at this Look at this bullet.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
What do I do with you, bullet?
What?
That's of course. I said, what do I do with you, bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim.
Yeah, it definitely was all the blood from all the goop.
In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Expect the bullet closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter. The core is lead. The brass jacket probably didn't cover the entire bullet. Otherwise, the softer metal wouldn't have expanded quite like that.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
Wow, actually, no.
Yes, it's as if you've seen bullets before, officer.
The soft point bullet with a lead core and a brass jacket close to 8 millimeter in diameter.
Okay. Jacketed means it would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading
In
rifle.
the back.
And not from a muzzle-loader like those typically found on the streets of Revachol West.
Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
+4. Have a silver rifle on hand. +1. Aware of the name of the antique rifle you found. +1. Full bullet specs.
A rifle, Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
Make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you, the dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
Anyone's still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Who uses Belmargrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
I think I know where this came from. Dangle the back thought.
Okay. And?
Probably came from a Belmargrave rifle.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez or anywhere in Ravachol, really.
Why not?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
If you consider every shot, I like it.
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload.
Exactly.
After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation.
Thank you, Kim. Seems like we're looking for antiques.
Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun itself. Okay.
Going back through.
An antique.
Why not?
Sure, there's
Yes.
some new
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-load.
Imagine if everyone...
Shot.
But back to the investigation.
There's something mysterious afoot with this antique bullet type.
Mysterious. Okay. Either way, we'll know when we find the gun.
Feel the bullets in the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
Bullet has nothing more to say.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Like to order a die?
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
I don't actually know what I want.
About an amber die.
Poor man's gold?
Who told you amber was cheap? It's beautiful. For 7 real, I'll craft you a 13-sided die from piece of amber with a fossilized insect. It's perfect for those who can't seem to let go of their past.
You think of it.
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
Cursed dice?
What do you mean by cursed?
It's cursed in this commercial area.
Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
The deal.
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Okay. I'm getting stuff done. Oh, I leveled up again. Woohoo. What do I want to do with my... I could have used that hand-eye coordination before. Oh well. I could have one suggestion. It's not very good at that. Having too much fun. Time's flying by. Oh, hi, kitten. Encyclopedia. No kitten tax because he wandered off. Let's unlock something. Let's open up some suffering. You found a trace of an entity who's been stalking you across the plains. The Gloomstalker conglomeration. Shadow organization behind your downfall. Possibly connected to the dreaded X something. Granted, it is impossible to determine its true identity. But you remember when you first smelled its treachery? Yes. Use the Tutti Frutti gum wrapper. Reconstruct the day you first breathed in her untrustworthy atoms. Off we go. 6 o'clock. Getting stuff done. I feel like the next contestant. Bob Barker's gonna say, "Come on down." You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Hey, kid. I see your little primordial pouch. Come on, Nari. Nari, Nari. They've been spooky all day because traps in the basement caught 2 mice, so... As soon as they get a whiff of that, they lose their minds. Hey, 8 hours. Wash off the deaths. Yes. I can clean up finally. Great. Now the 2 of them are gonna fight over the couch. They're such douchebags. Why can't I pick up that tear? I'm always trying that. Put the bag back in my hand.
The fan stands still.
Leave. Okay. All right. What was I trying to do here? Wash out the dust smell. The bathtub of the room. Good place to visit once you have some privacy. I don't know how that works. Hey, Aquis, you around? How can I get Harry to take a goddamn bath? Drop off some tear. Oh, but I gotta wait for Kim to go away, right? Okay. Well, maybe I'll stay tonight at the hotel.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk.
Ooh, 10 cents. I need money. Six 6:05 p.m. Let's go to the pawn shop. Get rid of some stuff. Yeah, I think I can afford to use the room. I can sell a few things here.
Officer, the flashlight, please.
That's a nice touch. No problem. I know you're tripping balls. Let's go put away the flashlight. There we go. Sorry about that.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
The boombox I bought. I should play this tape, right?
Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
I have something else to say.
Sure. Let me have a look.
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No
Barely-
sale.
He barely looks at it. You know what the tattoos mean?
Photic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
Check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Well, I could sell this now. Haha, now I already figured it out. Doesn't work. Oh, I could get a lot of money for that, but that's... I'm gonna go play with that real quick. But that should give me enough money to pay for tonight.
Another time, perhaps.
And yeah, pay tonight and have enough to buy my dice. Die, sorry. Don't want to be inaccurate with my terms. Okay, what was I doing? COVID and the brain fuzziness is not fun. What was I doing? This still... Oh yeah, I gotta go try this. Read the production schedule. Where is my... There we go. Sad I bombed on catching the matching set of dice, but gotta take those L's.
Tile tiles on the cube are still smoldering,
Insult
casting a
production.
framework in a soft glow. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place.
Press play.
On the keyboard, the speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Try the production password.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife. Death.
Good.
Really? She just used.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else?
All for now.
Thank you.
Tiles on the cube with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing.
Read the
It's
printout.
a project. The first few pages give an overview. Tiles on the cube.
Okay. I'm just gonna go sell the stupid thing because there's no reason to keep it. She doesn't want to see it. We don't need it. That's $50 right there. 50 real. I will take happily 50 real. Yeah, Roy. Oh, gotta get rid of that flashlight again. Sorry, buddy. I'll go with the. I'll go with the dual. Oh, it's a tape player. How do I play this? There we go.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Press play the tape.
You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Keep the porter reel. Press the ear against the speaker.
It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune, echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning. Nothing to do with this right now. Immediately, the boombox tunes itself back to the Friday night beats, vibrating on your shoulder.
I don't think I have any other. That's fine.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I like to sell.
Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I think I could sell the oh, the production schedule's still in the thing.
Another time.
Wasting my own time. And everyone here's time, but it's not quite 11 here yet, so I can continue on. Tomorrow's Friday. Heck yeah. Digging that music. Okay. Almost fell for it. I would have been a bad cop. Oh, now I'm a really bad cop. 'Cause I'm gonna be a dead cop if I trip over something and die.
Tiles on the cube are
Remove this
slight
leave. That's 50 real right there. Yes. Heck yeah. Party has arrived. When I think of partying, I think of having a giant crowbar and a boombox in the other. Oh. And everything you need for karaoke. Oh boy. Heck yeah. Definitely will save before I do that.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Sure.
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Sell. Beautiful.
Another time, perhaps.
All the old boomboxes are there, blinking. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinket. This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive.
Oh, yeah.
You'll probably talk. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for a... maybe.
Okay. I think I bought everything I can buy. What now? Find a murder weapon. Let's go stand back in front of the whirling, and then we'll take the mind bus to the coast. Let's do a quick save.
Yes, what is it?
How's the project going? I see your neighbors have moved in. All I hear is a nautic dance.
What? What did you say?
I barely hear over the thumping bass of a nautic dance music. I said, how's the project going?
I can't hear you. The music is too loud.
He shouts, pointing at the number of speakers, turning up the sound. Music's too loud. The project! How's it going?
Oh, the project! It's not going well.
Why?
That guy. I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers. He doesn't listen to me. He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekukata. A place to be, apparently.
I'll speak to him, see what I can do.
Thanks. Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes.
There's John's hands to mock him.
Let me know how it goes.
Work in peace.
Denarian Church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
Archspeakers are set behind the young man, blasting a familiar song.
Vibrations thump through your blue soul. The music sounds much better in the church. He stands on stage, behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer. One reel spinning. The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side, you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
Hey, can you please write Suna signal to your speakers?
Who's a mega? Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary. What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
3.5, no doubt about it. It's on the ground.
Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here.
He searches the cable on the ground, picks it up, looking at the jack.
Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good people.
He sticks a plug into the auxiliary line in. You hear a satisfying click.
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg, the music?
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the on-off for just a sec for a special scheduled event. The on-off will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. All right, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the music.
All right, goodbye, Egghead. Oh, a big moment. Feels like a big moment.
Yes, what is it?
All right, talk to the Egghead. He plugged in the cable. Now can you unmute your speakers?
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Absolutely not.
Maximum!
Sounds Egghead, a great smile still adorning his face, larger than a red dwarf star.
Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The missing desk is glued to Maximum.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
I think Egghead's trying to say that the volume button is stuck on Maximum.
Of course it is.
He shrugs, consigned to her fate.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5.
Brace yourself, everybody.
Everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready.
Says Andre.
Ready.
Yells Noid.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
Let's do it.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Not so stoically. His hand moves to the gun holster. There's tightness in your chest. Anxiety.
Okay, ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
Lifts her hand from the keyboard. Complete silence fills the room.
No wind outside. No waves. No floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate.
Here we go.
It's out there now, in the world, made manifest. It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
There's an alarm in the man's voice. He steps back to scan his surroundings. Slight rattle like crystal clattering in the cupboards fills the air, joining the chorus.
This fragile world is about to break.
It's getting louder.
Says Noid, his eyes riveted to the strange circle of water in the basin.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
He heard Elysium yell at something else, but his voice is growing faint. It was in me at first.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
The glass shards around the Lord's vacant's head appear to be vibrating for the sound. It almost looks like she's alive.
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
Looks up, the screech fills the air, a scream of wooden nail. The pillars of the church twist and creak around you.
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to us! Love!
It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists. A great pulse arises in your flesh.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Yeah, we should stop. Soon and mute it.
Shit! It doesn't stop. Asil, have you?
Seal, have you?
Yes, I've turned it off.
Yells, holding the contact mite in her hand.
Andre, pull the compressor. The place is gonna come down.
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop. This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Egghead is in the desk.
And then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
He says calmly.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
Andre breathes a sigh of relief and inspects the window.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
Kim, did you hear that?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
What was that? I've never heard anything like that.
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically,
He shakes her head.
I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
You're going to write Storyslaw?
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear. They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
What happens now? Are you going to...
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
She blurts.
That's the best she can manage for Andre. It's quite a lot in truth. For her, at least.
Ah, developers.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
He breathes out, trying to shake off the tension.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You're still alive.
Logic. High. Do it!
You don't have to. You already have. A long time ago.
Wait, how?
These thoughts formed in you somewhere, in a long-forgotten discussion, behind a kitchen table, in the evening light.
Suna, it's the origin point of the pail.
What?
The swallow. That's how it starts. It's a baby pail.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
That comforts her.
No. We are 20 meters from the very edge.
She looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at you.
The pail's only an effect. Transition between the world and that.
Then what is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing. No.
It's less than nothing. It's the final rest state of reality. Imagine if all this never was. False vacuum state.
Then the Pale is...
Simply a gradient.
But the gradient, it clearly hasn't started yet. We're here, and the Pale is not.
One day when it's larger, it will be.
I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes, like a cancer or a mold, erupting in points inside the world.
Yep, this is one of those places.
According to this, how long
Until it starts swallowing? It's already started, starting with sound.
and information, causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects in addition to sound and data?
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM,
he explains,
knows how to think this.
I think I've had this thought before. That's how I know.
an amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure. This is a hell of a guess, however. Well worded, I might add.
Yes, it is very interesting, but I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
They didn't form the church formed around it.
Of course! A pinewood sarcophagus, or a containment facility of some kind, built by the first settlers.
Yes, it was acting on an instinctual level, or religious practices we
I
forgot.
have considered the same. The bad news is, there were 7 pinewood churches built in the first decade of provincial settlement. Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
All the failed businesses in a doomed commercial area. All the failure Martin
you
made.
think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here? Even say software development?
Even the revolution was defeated here. I mean, kind of an entrepreneur history.
I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them.
She shakes her head. I should let people still working here know about this. They might be affected.
You mean Plaisance and the Dice Maker? There was almost no one left when we packed up.
No, just a dice maker. I don't think Plaisance would survive this knowledge.
Then go tell her.
One day, all the world will be like that 2mm hole.
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass window, cold and moist.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest? Some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll sound mad, but
Man, you will certainly sound mad.
one more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space.
Club's the only thing keeping this place and the rest of reality together.
I wouldn't go so far as to...
Yeah! Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out!
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have an anthropomedic detection to perform in this district.
I do have one mystery still needs to be solving. A radio ghost in the doomed commercial area's electronic doorbell.
The creepy woman! We were wondering about that when we worked there, but I had completely forgotten about it ever since. It must be anthroponetic crosstalk, the one you get in radios and long-distance calls. Now it makes sense, with the Pale right on the doorstep.
Incredible. This would also explain why we get it on the police radio all the time.
Anthroponetic crosstalk?
It's quite common, actually. When the signal gets routed through Pale, all kinds of irregularities take place. You may hear snippets of someone else's conversation, or the voice of your former lover, or an echo of an event that took place 100 years ago. Pale is a shroud of memories, and it doesn't really distinguish to whom those memories belong to. You could hear anything.
That makes sense. Thanks for explaining it to me.
Anytime.
I'll let you work in peace now. A nice little autosave there. I'd like to talk to the crab man again. Of course, he may have just An orgasmic experience.
Welcome back.
I'll never get that. All for now.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
He's annoyed. Got all these godly and impossibles.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
Okay, for now,
Hi, officer.
everybody's got a check for me, it seems like.
Good morning, comrade. Yeah.
Let's see if I can feel this. What I'm missing.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
Needs more bass.
What?
And a melody. A good melody is what makes the song really stick. You can't get it out of your head anymore.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I was thinking you would know.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
Alright, I'll come up with something of my own. A citizen's investigation.
The young man falls silent.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam. Yeah, maybe that street. Anyway, that
Copman!
I have a tape with me. Can you use it?
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escapes!
What about this
yeah! Righteous!
Hand over the ear, he listens and shakes his head.
No, can't do! This is gonna make people sad! This isn't sadcore!
Okay, never mind.
Communism forever!
What was that crazy sound we heard earlier?
Yeah! It was awesome! And scary! Very hardcore!
His voice booms to the chamber and gets silent.
Too hardcore, in fact! I couldn't control it! At all!
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left! Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme!
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound. Imagine if you could harness that power.
Is there anything we can do about it?
Oh! I don't know! Maybe someone can do something with this. I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make.
Sounds like the future could be even more hardcore than I imagined.
Yeah!
Alright, goodbye, Egghead. Alright. That was as wild as I thought it was going to be. That was a lot, Kat. You're absolutely right. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. I've only used 3 hours in the day, but in real life, it's coming up on my bedtime. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and watching me play this crazy game. It wasn't an exciting 3 hours. That was quite a big done. Well, thanks for watching. Kat, Equus, Huntress, Vanna, and anybody else who might be lurking. So everybody, please stay safe, be good, stay healthy, make good decisions. I will see you in the next stream. Good night.